All right, let's get to it. Price earnings ratio, and I'm going to show you all the get into easier way to invest in the stock market. I'm going to show my screen here now. Um, I don't use stash and stuff anymore that much, but I think it's a good way for other people to invest. To an easier way to invest. So, uh, excuse me. If you hit the let's go here. So if you look at my in the description below, you'll see a way to a link to learn how to sign up for this Acorns, and also you'll see a link to how to sign up for Stash. Sometimes it can get a little trick, sometimes it can get a little exasperating or bothersome, but I think those links will help you all step by step invest in Stash. Now, Stash is not an exchange. It's not a stock exchange like Robinhood, E Trade, um, Charles Schwab, Fidelity. It's not that. I want to make this clear. If you listen to anything else I say, please be clear with this, because the whole part of when you're investing in the stock market is knowing what you're doing. If you don't know that Stash Acorns is not an exchange, then you may want to stay out of the stock market. So I'm addressing the elephant in the room. A lot of people ain't gonna say this stuff, but I'm gonna say it. If you want to invest in the stock market, you're either gonna have to go through the troubles of taking your losses on your own, or you're gonna have to pay somebody to learn this. And that's what I've done in the past. I've always paid people to learn and teach me, because it's in the Bible. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. So that's priceless. So I could save me time and money and heartache when I could just learn from a trusted source. I think a lot of times we don't purchase programs or whatever because we don't trust people. There's a lot of scams and stuff like that. I am not that. So my community also is at the bottom. Now let's go here. Let's go over Acorns. Acorns is not an exchange. What Acorns has is exchange traded funds. So it doesn't give you the opportunity or the privilege of buying stocks by itself, which is pretty good. Also, when you link your Acorns account, I took my money out of here and put it. So if you're seeing that, I took my money out of here and I put it into the stock market because I know what I'm doing. But for beginners, Acorns and stuff is an easier way to get in the stock market. What it does, it takes your spare change. Let's say you link your bank account to Acorns. It takes your spare change and it it invests your spare change in exchange traded funds. So let's say you go to let's go here. Let's say you go to one second here. Let's say you go to the store or Chipotle or something like that, and you swipe your credit card, and your bowl you just bought is like $12.94. That's 6 cents left over. Stash is gonna take that and start putting it into your account. That 6 cents, 8 cents, all that stuff adds up. When my account was up, I recently took money out of here because it's just been sitting there, and I don't want to have too many accounts. I already have like 4 different accounts. I got my annuity, I got my big stock market holding, I got Robinhood, I got E Trade accounts. So I got Webull. I don't need all these accounts. So this is a good way to get in the stock market. So anybody who's saying they don't want to get in they have trouble learning about the stock market, then go to exchange traded funds, because how bad, and it automatically invests for you. I think automatic investing is the best way to invest. My phone is ringing off the hook for some reason. I think the best way to invest. Let me just cut this down. The best way to invest is to um, let them take your money and invest for you. So we're gonna go take a little field trip, but I think the app down there explains this a little bit better. So for investing, if I want to set it says set up right here. Set up investing. Welcome to your later account, whatever they call that. Get started. It wants to know your employment status, you know, all this type of stuff. You can do this on your own. The difference between I'm not going through all this. The difference between this one and Stash is that Stash doesn't take your spare change. So let's go to Stash. We're gonna stay here for a little bit, just so I can see some more. So yeah, they didn't change this over time. It used to be much more easier to deal with than this. Honestly, let's see. Grow your oak. This used to be a little bit more easier to deal with this. But like I said, I put activate your new Acorns debit. So I put a link in the description for somebody to explain to you how to use this app. So here we are here. Trying to get this out of the way. They give you a debit card, stuff like that. So I take about $30 a week and invest it here. But like I said, I don't have this anymore. I don't do a lot of my investing here. Let's see. Man, I'm trying to navigate this thing, and I'm not gonna do too much of that. But just sign up. If you sign up for Acorns, if the stock market is too scary, this could be another option. And they got a learning thing here for you to learn how to use this. You got to scan the stuff. I think they trying to do stuff, but man, this stuff it could get aggravating, but it could be worth it. You know, they doing all this stuff. This never used to be like this. It used to be much more simpler, honestly, much more simpler. So you can decide which one you want. So, okay, so earning. I just went there. So you can say what you want to invest in here, I guess. If you see this Nike, if you got to go to earnings, go to Nike. Shop now. I don't understand this. This is something pretty new. Let's see. Okay, so they link. They want you to be a consumer, so they link consumer items with. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what Acorns is doing, but like I said, it's an easier way to get into the stock market. Let's see right here. Let me sharing this. 1 second here. Let's go back here. Let me share my own screen again. Stash. I said I don't keep a lot of money in this account either. Okay. So Stash here, you set up. I have the. If you want to learn how to invest in Stash, I also put the description in the not in the comment section, but in the description below. Excuse me. So Stash is maybe a little bit more easier to deal with. So you go to Stash and personal portfolio, and you can explore investments. So beginner start here. What's this? All ETF categories. So these are exchange traded funds. You may find this better if you can. The only thing about Acorns is literally you could go shopping and your item will cost $29.50, and you swipe, that 50 cents goes to your Acorns account. As long as you link your Acorns account to the to your bank account. So Here we go. These are delicious dividends. Well, it's been down negative 3.25% in a year. Why would I want that? Stocks nationwide. So stocks nationwide, your one-stop shop for investing the. So U.S. stock companies match the market. Uh, this is IVVV. IVV is a build a strong foundation by investing in America's 500 largest companies. So IVB, let's go look at my Robinhood account and see what IVV is. IVB is iShares Code S&P 500. It's up 15% in a year. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. What's in here? Sometimes I use these simultaneously. You know what I mean? So Robinhood is just very easy to deal with. So you guys, you can see it got the top 10 holdings here is Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Broadcom, Meta. So these are the Magnificent Seven. Tesla, Magnificent Seven. It's Tesla. They had an acronym for it, but Tesla, Apple, Meta, Alphabet, Amazon. That's 5. Apple. That's 6. I think Nvidia 7. So yeah. So if you're looking to get into this, looking to get in the stock market, these are easier ways to get in the stock market. These are not exchanges. So I just want to reiterate that they're not. Please don't go around saying I don't want you to be looking bad out there either. These are not exchanges. So okay, that's it. So this is PE ratio, and like and share the program. I mean, or the live, and any comments, put it in the comment section. Peace.